so right now I'm at Galata Street. This is a very historical and iconic street. You've got a lot of souvenir shops, you've got a lot of museums, you've got a lot of landmarks over here. We'll be going to one very special place down the road. But before that, I just want to mention this is the house of the Maulana. For those of you who know Sufism, this is a very iconic and historical place. Too bad it's closed, it's under renovation, but we can see it from the outside. You can get a feel of it, you can get the energy from here. We'll come back later, we'll see if it's open, but for now, let's just head on down that way and we'll see what's the surprise waiting for us. Come, a very historical place. You need to come to this place if you're ever in Istanbul. Once again, this is Galata Street. Hello, can I have one please? Thank you. Yes, please provide. Wow, so you see, this is meat. You see, all the Turks, we just have this for breakfast, lunch or dinner. Since we have not had our breakfast, we were just walking around. Good. It's crispy, it's warm, taste of bread. Make sure you're energized to walk around. Istiqlal is a long street from this side right up to the end. So we'll just walk and see what we can do here. We left the hotel quite early, many shops are not open yet. The reason is because we wanted to beat the afternoon crowd. If you go in the afternoon, there will be more people, it will be hard to get in. So you can see all the shops and cafes, some of them are still closed because we are still early. It's only 9:49 a.m. So later when we walk back the street, you will see how it will come to life. More people, more shops, more colors. So we're just out early trying to catch whatever atmosphere that we can. Breakfast maybe. So when I was walking down the street, to get to Galata Tower, I had to walk along the Istiqlal Street, which is really nearby the hotel. And you're just walking down the street, you get to see a lot of shops, and at one corner, you just go down the road, and then you look right. Wow, you can see the iconic Galata Tower. Wow. So this is the iconic historical tower, Galata Tower. This was built in 1834 by Italian immigrants who first came here back then. Initially, it was a defensive structure because they say of its strategic position. From up there, you can see 360 degrees. That's one part of history, but there is another story. Remember this name, Hezarfen Ahmad Serbi. Now, he fixed wings to his hands, and he jumped off and he flew. That's right, he flew from up there. So we're just not going to watch it from down here. We're going to try to go in, go up top, and we'll try and enjoy the view together. Come. About the Galata Tower, I thought it was just, a normal historical building, like you just go there, you see an old building and that's it. I was wrong. when I got inside, it was actually a lot to see. It was quite big. There's 8 floors, but we couldn't get to the 8th floor because it was still in renovation, so we stopped at the 7th floor, which is still alright. And it's got a 360 view, so you can go to this corner and see one side of Istanbul, and you go to the other side and see another side of Istanbul, and all the big mosques you can see. I saw Hagia Sophia from up there, I saw the Topkapi Palace from up there, I saw the Blue Mosque from up there. So I understand when they said during back then why they choose Galata Tower as the strategic point, because you can see almost the whole of Istanbul. So once you reach the Galata Tower, you can actually get tickets and you can go to the top. So perhaps there is a restoration right now, so you can only go to the 7th floor. But if you come later, maybe it's done, you can go right up to the top. So we'll just go and see what we can see. Enjoy the view from the 7th floor. Wow, see? A piece of history. We are walking in piece of history. And the history in there, wow. It's hard to imagine because you have to experience it yourself. Because walking in a real old building is not the same as reading a book or reading it online. Because when you're walking there, you can touch the walls, which is real, and then the stories that they tell you, and you can understand how it was back then. It's quite amazing and quite scary at the same time when you think about 300,000 Ottoman troops coming there, trying to take over Istanbul during the Byzantine and during the Roman Empire. It was a huge siege, it was a huge war, and you're now standing in a part of that history. Look. I am touching a piece of history.